Good evening. Welcome to this edition of the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show. My name is Leon Jones. Today is Sunday, October 9th, 2016. Tune in to the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show every Saturday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. That's on Blog Talk Radio. Guest call-in number is 215 383 5785. If you like my videos, please share and subscribe to the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show channel so I can continue giving you quality information for educational purposes from a professional and mature perspective. Also on this channel, we do not engage in emotional or controversial issues or debates, nor do we participate in drama or unnecessary bickering. We keep everything respectful and positive here because we want to continue to educate the audience. Also, if you have a business that you would like me to talk about and or a topic, whether it's on my Blog Talk Radio YouTube channel, please email me at lej6521@gmail.com. Once again, that's lej6521@gmail.com. I like comments, so please feel free to comment. Make sure your comments are pithy, no bloviating, if you wish to opine. Now, on to this evening's topic, and I'm going to give you my post-debate analysis from an objective point of view. What I have found in all of these debates is a lot of mudslinging. Certainly, there were issues that I named this morning that needed to be talked about, such as health care and taxes and jobs. But here's what I discovered. When Donald Trump and or Hillary were speaking, both of the moderators, yes, I know you have 2 minutes, but you should let the candidates complete their points. Number one, we want to know what everyone's saying. And the type of format, which was the town hall format, should have been moderated. What should have happened was let the individuals you all pick ask the questions. I think it would have been a livelier debate. Now, here's what I saw. I saw that Donald Trump was focused on the issues. He did hit Hillary Clinton with the emails, the Benghazi, the taxes. She hit him back on his taxes. She talked about health care. Now, it's funny, when I went into the sites, a number of these politicians tell you to go to their website, first of all. Well, there really isn't any information. It's a lot of campaign slogans. Now, there are issues that the candidates want to talk about, but there are really no plans. So I don't even know what either of them are going to do about health care. Now, Donald Trump did say he was going to lower taxes from 35% to 15%. I agree with that. Now, some of the things that were said about the minors, yet Hillary did say that she wanted to shut down the minors. She did say that. She did vote for the war. He didn't vote for the war. But also what has to be understood is, and I'm not endorsing either candidate, that Donald Trump was a civilian. Now, he is running for office. Now, what he said about women, that was deplorable. That was. But there were some things she said as well. Talks about his character. Her character is not up to par either to be a leader. She has the attitude that she's entitled to have this presidency delivered to her. Now, what I do like about her, she can be a fighter, which is a good trait of a leader. But so can Donald Trump. The problem I have with both of these candidates is they do not know how to be civil. And when you are discussing any type of issue with any country or anybody who is within your circle in the United States, you need to understand that sometimes you got to compromise. And what individuals don't understand about the president You have two candidates telling you what they want to do. However, they can't do anything without Congress and the Senate. Remember, we have a parliamentary system in the United States. We have three branches of government so we can have checks and balances. We have executives, we have legislatures, and judicials. The reason why we have the parliamentary system, which was adopted from the British when America went from colonialism to actually a union, is so one branch does not have most of the power. In other words, England used to have a king, which that's a monarchy. We don't have a monarchy here. We have a parliamentary system. So you have two individuals running for president. However, they're not going to be able to get anything done. If Hillary or Donald Trump gets in, let's say, let me give you the first example. Hillary gets in, and there's a Democratic House and a Republican Senate, or vice versa. Or let's say both houses of Congress are Republican. Nothing's going to get done. She'll be a lame duck president. And so will Donald Trump if he's a Republican and the Congress is run by Democrats. And here's why that is going to happen. Because Congress and the president really don't talk to one another. It's so partisan in Washington, D.C. This is why there's a gridlock. Now, when we talk about health care, when we talk about taxes, the reason why, let's go back to the jobs as well, so I won't be all over the place. The reason why Clintons had a number of jobs and a good economy back in the 1990s is because of the dot-com boom. That's why. But look what happened to the dot-com boom. That only stayed around till the early 2000s. Found out that that was not essential either. Now, she did again play class warfare. She did talk about women. She did talk about Donald Trump appointing a judge who wants to take away marriage equality, Roe versus Wade. I'm going to tell you, Roe versus Wade will never be abolished here in the United States. It will never, because if it is a big issue, it would have been gone a long time ago. It's not going to be abolished, no matter what they say. Folks, let me cue you in on something else. The media, okay? I did not like that Anderson Cooper her name was Martha Raddatz. They interrupted the candidates too much. They did. 2 minutes, she's giving them 3 or 4 minutes. Because a debate, you want to see the character of both individuals who are running for office, because they are going for the highest office in the land. Now, let's talk about one of the items called taxes. Well, when President Clinton was in office, yes, the taxes were about 39.6%. What are they today? 39.6%. She had talked about President Obama inherited the worst deficit in history. Well, there's really no empirical data on that. That was assumed. But if you look at what's happening now, there's a lot of debt. The health care bill, there's high premiums. She did take money from foreigners to her foundation. So when you hear everything about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton in this debate, in my humble opinion, it's all smoke and mirrors. We have two candidates that aren't right for this country. This is why I'm not endorsing any candidate. It doesn't mean I'm not going to vote. But I also want you all to look at not just the election on the national stage, look at it from the local standpoint as well. I find that the local debates are a little bit better because it's much easier to get up close and personal to the candidate, particularly in a format that we had known as the town hall format. But my overall analysis of this debate, is there a clear cut winner? Some other people might see it different. I just saw two individuals slinging mud. It's typical politics. If you're going to get in this game, you have to have a thick skin. There's a lot of operatives involved, but I don't see a clear cut winner because the issues were swept under the rug for character assassinations. And I said this morning that if you talked about the issues at hand, we could follow you. They halfway talked about the issues. It was an hour and a half of mudslinging. So I'm going to tell you from my point of view, there is no clear-cut winner. And the only question that was asked, it was by the young man that asked each candidate, can you have something that's positive to be said about each other? That's the only question that I saw. And learning about debates, this is why on my channel, I don't deal with controversial issues. Too many people get their feelings hurt. It becomes personal. And that's what I saw in this debate tonight, regardless of what the issues were. You cannot run campaigns slinging mud. Because if you have a D or an R or an L on your sleeve, which stands for libertarian, you have to reach across party lines. Issues must be thought of objectively, not based on partisan. Yes, it's very partisan in this country. We are never going to get anything done. It's going to be more the same, regardless of who's running. You know why? Because the system is broken. It's a lot of money, a lot of consultants, a lot of political operative, a lot of constituents, a lot of lobbyists. So the ideas presented sound good, but at the end, nothing's going to get done unless we clean house. And the only way you're going to do that is by a solution I came up with a long time ago, and it's not just mine, but it's other persons. In fact, Governor Rauner came up with it. He's the governor from Illinois. Term limits. If the president, your governor, and your local executives, your state, your national electives, or your national elected officers or executive, that's what I meant to say, they have term limits. Well, why can't your senators? Why does the Supreme Court have to be a lifetime commitment? It shouldn't be. When you are in politics, there should be term limits. And once you get term limits into politics, I'm not going to say it's going to be 100% efficient, but it can start to clean up some of this corruption. That should be the 28th Amendment and the United States Constitution. But again, the focus on the debate. Yes, there were some issues that were sought on. We're talking about the health care, the Benghazi, taxes, the economy. We did talk about law. Okay, they were stated. But at the end of the day, the debate was nothing but mudslinging. So, I want everybody to tune in to the next debate. It's going to be at UNLV on October 19th. I am going to give you my pre-debate analysis and my post-debate analysis. And this video contains the post-debate. And I apologize if I am slipping a little bit. I'm tired. I've been up all day watching football, and I wanted to get this debate in, and I had to do a pre-date analysis, and I'm only human, but I just wanted to get the information out to my audience. So if you like this video, please thumbs it up. If you don't, and give me some feedback, because I'm doing this for my audience. No matter how tired I am, Just want to get the information out to educate you on what I saw. If you've seen something different, let me know in the comment section because I am human. I won't catch everything, but I'm only giving you an objective analysis from both candidates. That's why I do not endorse a candidate. So that being said, that's my commentary for this edition of the 411 Talk Zone Radio Show. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. Remember to please be gentle and respectful to each other and have a wonderful and blessed evening. Good night.